Hey everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. I hope you're all doing really well wherever you are in the world. So today's pick a card reading is all about February predictions. Okay, so what's coming up for you in the month of February 2020? And I haven't picked the decks to really reflect a certain area of life, although I have used the Romance Angel Oracle deck. But if you're not interested in the romance part of the reading, that's fine. You can just discount those cards that come out. So it's going to be like a general reading, and if cards come out that focus on a certain aspect of your life, like career or finance, then we'll take that into account. But in general, it's just going to be covering everything really, and just seeing what's coming up for you so you know what to expect. Okay, I would just like to say that I do offer private readings, and the link to my Etsy shop is in the description box below for anyone who's interested in that. Or if you really enjoyed this reading and you'd like to leave me a tip, I do have a PayPal account, and the link to that is also in the description box. Anything you give will be treated as a donation to the channel, so I can buy more decks and props and just make the whole thing look much more professional and more exciting for you. So if anyone is interested in that, please do check it out in the description box. It would be very much appreciated. And the timestamps will be in the comments below. Okay, so we have 3 piles as usual for today's reading, and we will be doing your charms as well, don't worry. So I've used fossils today because I really love fossils. I grew up by the sea and they were just a part of my everyday life in many ways, and I loved finding them on the beach when I was a kid, or buying them and collecting them. So on pile number 1 we have this Orthoceras nautiloid fossil. So this used to be like a kind of a squid thing that had a cone-like shell, so the tentacles were coming out of this kind of ice cream cone shell. So that's the Orthoceras on pile number 1. On pile number 2 we have this bivalval fossil. This was kind of like an ancient clam. You can see how it has like a mouth here for it to open, and it's like a big shell. And on pile number 3, a much more familiar fossil is this ammonite, which also was a nautiloid. So again, kind of like a squiddy thing with tentacles coming out here, but in more of a snail-like shell, this kind of snail shape. Or it reminds me of those Danish pastries now, because in Germany those pastries are called Schnecke, which means snail, and I find it really, really weird to go into a pastry shop and order a snail. It's so bizarre. But anyway, take a deep breath and think about what's coming up for you in February 2020. You can go by the number of the pile, or whichever one you just feel more drawn to. Pause the video if you need to, take a few deep breaths and see whichever pile your eyes feel more drawn to. Maybe you want to close your eyes, think about the question, open them again, or just take a look at each one and see which one you're feeling is kind of jumping out to you. I think some people also like to hold their hand over the screen and see if they feel warmer on any particular pile. There are lots of different ways to do it, but whichever one feels right for you, there's no need to overthink it, just go with your gut instinct, okay? So we'll start with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1, so if you chose the Orthoceras, which is the nautiloid fossil that was like a squid in a cone-like shell, then this reading is for you. So we're going to take a look at what cards came out for you and see what's coming up for you in February. Okay, I'll look at your tarot cards first. So you have the Knight of Earth, the 3 of Fire, 5 of Fire, and the World card. Okay. So with the 3 of Fire, there might be some travel coming up for you in this month. Possibly abroad. 3 of Fire is normally abroad travel, but it could just be somewhere within your own country. It doesn't have to be for long. You might go on a weekend away somewhere, but that is coming up here. Three of Fire is also a card of future planning. So making long-term plans. You might have been, what am I saying? You might have had a project going on already and you've reached a certain point with it, and now it's time to take stock of how far you've come and think about where you want to go in the future, sort of make a new blueprint for where you're going next. Five of Fire also tells me that you're going to be in quite a competitive mood over February, so you might end up having arguments with other people or competing with other people to be the best. This could be in a sport or business context or just in general life. You might just not be getting on with everyone in the month of February. But you are going to be working hard because you've got the Knight of Earth, and that is a card of following through on your word. So things, they might take longer than you maybe expected to come about because the Knight of Earth goes at his own pace, he doesn't rush. But this is a card of getting things done that you need to get done. If you've said, okay, I'm going to do this by the end of February, then you're going to make sure that you do it. You're going to stick to it and you're going to have that hardworking, loyal mentality. Okay, or this could also be someone who is coming into your life in February or is going to be important to you in February. This kind of helpful, loyal person, a very kind person. And as it says on this card, it can also represent a guardian angel. So just know that you're being watched over and protected at this time. And you have the lovely World card, which means that in the month of February, you are going to complete something and feel like you have come full circle in a way. The World is the last of the major arcana and it has a sense of closure. You know, the Fool has gone on this journey throughout the major arcana, and with the World, he comes to this state of oneness, and it's not really very often in life that we have those feelings of oneness and total completion, but the World stands for a completion of some kind. You might be feeling really proud of yourself with whatever you've achieved. This might be career or education related, I'm feeling, but it doesn't have to be. It could be like a specific milestone in a relationship, or health, or any kind of hobby or activity. And it's also, you know, the World, it doesn't stop there. This is a sense of moving on to the next level, okay? So you reach a certain point and then you're ready to take on new things. You're ready to ascend to the next level. And so the World, it's not just an ending, it's looking forward to the future and what that's going to bring. Okay, lovely cards. And you've got lovely Archangel Michael there, with all the elements surrounding him and these infinity symbols. It's like as above, so below. Really beautiful. Okay, so we've got Divine Circus cards, and you've got three. So you've got Nebula Warrior, Voice of an Angel, and Crown of the Butterfly Bambini. Okay, so this card is all about a transformation, a major change that's happening in your life. This could be you just changing as a person or changing your appearance in some way, like dyeing your hair a new color, changing your style. But more often with these Divine Circus cards, it's more of a spiritual transformation. So you coming to know and understand yourself better and feeling more confident in yourself. Or just any kind of major change in your life, really. I feel like February is going to bring a lot of change and focus on the future for you, because that's what the cards so far are saying. Nebula Warrior. So the Nebula Warrior is a card about wanting to change things, wanting to solve something or fight a certain battle because she's a warrior, but not fighting fire with fire or hate with hate. Like, it's this really difficult thing that we have to learn, to fight darkness with light and hate with love, and not to try and force change. So the Nebula Warrior manifests through meditation, through thought and contemplation, and through having this open heart chakra and communicating with others, but not in a forceful way. So if someone is trying to get you down, because we have the Five of Fire here, if someone is being very aggressive or competitive with you, you shouldn't meet them with anger or more competition, or you shouldn't meet them with challenging words or an offstandish manner. You need to meet them with this kind of softness and compassion. Or if there is something that you're trying to bring about and manifest, it's not going to work if you just force it. And I have learned this so much in life. You shouldn't be manifesting from a place of, I want this, I need this, because the more you think, okay, I have to have this now, I need this, the more that you keep going over and over in your mind thinking, this is what I need. You're not letting that manifestation go, you're forcing it by repeating it over and over, and that is kind of coming from a place of lack. It's kind of saying, I'm worried that I'm not going to get this, and that is blocking your manifestation. So this card is about manifesting and fighting, but from a very soft and loving place. And Voice of an Angel is a very creative card. So with the Three of Fire, Knight of Earth here, I feel like you might have some kind of creative project that you are in the middle of or wanting to start. And Voice of Angel says that you have this creativity within you that needs to come out. You have this special idea or project to share with the world, and now it's time to do that and to have confidence in your own voice and in your own creativity, and not be worried about what other people are going to say or think, or whether it's good enough to share with others, because you are good enough. We all have this special gift to share with the world. We're all different, and that is what Voice of an Angel is saying. And because you've got Voice of an Angel and this Guardian Angel card, feel like you're being really protected at this time, which is really lovely to know. This to me is also a card of communication, so making sure that you're communicating with people, but again from a place of love and not from a place of judgment or aggression or fear. So let's see what Moonology cards you have. Emotions are running high, the supermoon, and adjustments are required. Okay. Yeah, with this is kind of making me think the Five of Fire, like a situation is going to cause you a lot of stress and emotional responses. You might act without thinking, you might act very rashly in response to what someone says to you. So it's important to be aware of that and to try and check your emotions before they make a decision for you. And if something is getting too emotionally strenuous or overwhelming for you, to remove yourself from the situation so that you can make a decision once you've calmed down, so that you're not stuck in this overwhelming situation where people are goading you or putting an expectation on you. It's important to make sure that you're making decisions out of your own integrity and logic, and not just letting your emotions take your choices away from you. And this adjustments are required again makes me think of you working on a particular project. This could be in career, education, or just as a hobby of sorts, maybe as a kind of business, and you might run into some bumps in February and you just need to work through them, like the Knight of Earth works through any struggles that come his way, and he doesn't get too het up about it. And also with the Five of Fire, it's kind of this feeling of lots is going on, and because it's a 5, there's not a lot of forward movement. It's in that kind of stuck feeling, and it's about overcoming that obstacle. You see how all this wands here are kind of all caught up with each other, and it's about loosening them so that they can move forward rather than staying stuck in this one point where they're all enmeshed with each other. So you have a Romance Angel card here as well, so if that's not something you're interested in, then you can just discard this. But it's you deserve love, okay? So this is just a reminder that you are lovable, and that if people end up saying things to you in this month that are quite hurtful, to know that that is in no way a reflection on you and on your self-worth. You are lovable, and even if you're not in a relationship at the moment, or you're not finding someone specifically in the month of February, love is out there for you, and it is something that you deserve and that you are worthy of. So I think this is going to be in part the transformation that you go through, where you realize, actually, I am worthy of love and I am deserving of love. And this is a kind of a change in your self-esteem and in your self-worth and how you view yourself. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that this is connected to the change that is represented here. So now we have these Andělské Klíče, which are little tiny check cards, but I will translate them for you. So we have buď trpělivý, všechno má svůj čas. So this is be patient, everything has its time. So even if things aren't working out for you in the time frame that you want in this month, you know, 5 of Fire, Knight of Earth, it's quite slow moving. If you're feeling quite stuck, or like there's a big obstacle that you're not going to overcome, or you're like the Nebula Warrior telling you not to be in this place of fear when you're trying to manifest, just know that you need to wait for divine timing. As much as you're trying to manifest something or overcome a certain obstacle, it just might not be the right time for all of that to come together yet. You might need to wait longer than you expected. Okay, you also have raduj se ze života, which means just enjoy your life, like be joyous in life. And to me, this is about enjoying the little things. So being grateful every day for certain things and saying what you're grateful for each morning will really help you to move along your manifestation, and it will really help you with your feelings of everyday contentment and self-worth, self-esteem. It's something I do because I think often in life, because we're so focused on what we want and where we want to go, it's hard to remember all of the things that are good in life that we should be grateful for. And it's something I make sure I do every morning, is just make sure I say thank you for all of the things that I enjoyed about the previous day. And we also have poděkuj a předávej dobro dál. And this is very similar to what I was just saying. So it's give thanks and like give goodness, like continue to give out good things. So it's like be grateful for the good that's come your way, be thankful for that, and then do good deeds to others and continue to be this light in the world, which is a really lovely card to get. And you see how this angel is holding his heart chakra, and his other hand is stretched out. It's like he's speaking from his heart for everything he's grateful for, and then with his other hand he's doing good deeds. So then we have these Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. You have infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. That's a beautiful card. So definitely good things are coming your way in February, just maybe not as quickly. You might need to wait more towards the end of February, but you have a lot to be thankful for. First light, beginning a new cycle. Yeah, so like I said about the World card, something comes to fruition and completion for you in February, and then you start the next phase or the next cycle or level of whatever it is that you're doing. And you have rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. So this is about not letting your past rule your present and how you view your future. So you see this beautiful cleansing water is coming down, and she's holding her hand out to be cleansed. And in doing that, she's kind of saying, okay, I release the past now, and I don't want it to overshadow my present experience. So if you've been having a difficult time recently, or if you have certain past issues that are related maybe to self-esteem, because we have you deserve love here, or that are hindering you in your career or your relationships, then now is the time to let go of that, to do some inner working, and perhaps this kind of daily gratitude will help with that. But this really seems to be like a pretty positive and fruitful February for you, Group 1. So we're going to do your charms now and see what comes out here. So what is coming up for Group 1 in February? Okay. Yeah, so we have the bell, and this to me is all about good news and being really happy and joyous. So there is a lot that you have to be thankful for, and you are going to be expressing that. And you're going to become more comfortable in expressing that as the month goes on. Also have the crown here, which is all about you being in your own free will. You are the sovereign of your life, and you can decide which direction you're going in. You don't need to be controlled by anyone else or by your past self or by your outdated view and expectations of yourself. You know, now is your chance to make a fresh start and move forward the way you want to. So there is the pram on the card about patience. So if you are trying to conceive, then it's saying you just need to wait and not worry, because worry is definitely a hindrance if you're trying to conceive. If you're not, then this is about future planning. So it might take you a while to realize exactly what it is that you want to do moving forward, or that your plans just might not come about as quickly as you were hoping. So you might need to wait until the end of the month for things to start really working out the way you want it to. We have this protection charm here, and this lovely fairy sitting on the moon, which is all about waiting for your dreams to come true. And this cat in this ring, which makes me think of putting something or someone on a pedestal. And the swallow here, which is about returning. Someone or something is returning to you. Might be that your power is returning to you. And we have B, L, and W here. So those initials might be useful or meaningful to you as a first name, surname, place name, or just something in relation to February, what's coming up for you. So you might want to write that down. Yeah, on this crown of the butterfly bambini, we've got the tree, which is all about growth and stability as well. So you're growing from a stable foundation into someone even more wonderful and beautiful than you already are. Have the gingerbread man. This makes me think of like a slow burn, something that takes time. Like we've already said about being patient and not rushing with anything. And the dragonfly for good luck. We've got a flower here, which just makes me think of beauty, being beautiful. We have Taurus on the Three of Fire. So, oh, I've dropped it. You might be a Taurus or have Taurus somewhere in your birth chart, or someone who's going to be helpful to you in this month could be a Taurus. There's also the Taurus energy of like plowing through. There's another flower for beauty and another dragonfly for good luck. This elephant, all about listening to your inner wisdom. There's a snowflake. I mean, it is winter, and the snowflake for me stands for winter, but it also stands for something that doesn't last very long. So, you know, snowflakes are very fleeting. They melt very easily and quickly. So I think this period of difficulty or this obstacle that you're going to face, it could be writer's block or any kind of disagreement with someone, or with yourself, you know, like not being able to make up your mind. It's not going to last very long, even if it feels like you don't know how to get out of this situation. It will just gradually melt away. And you have also the wrench for fixing something. So you will overcome this obstacle. You will find a way around it. And yeah, this looks like a really good February for you. You will come up against some kind of obstacle or difficulty, but you'll overcome it, and you'll be a better person for having overcome it. You know, you're going to go through beautiful change and just come out the other side of February feeling a lot more positive and bright about who you are and about your future. And that's really, really lovely. Okay, group 1, if you really liked this reading, then please leave me a like or a comment to let me know how it resonated with you. And yeah, come back at the end of February and let me know what came true for you. That would be really nice to see, because this is my first kind of monthly prediction video, but I'm planning to do them every month. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in another video. Bye! Hi group 2, so if you chose this bivalval clam-like fossil, then this reading is for you. So we're going to take a look and see what's coming up for you in the month of February. Now you are the group for whom the most cards jumped out, so I feel like you've probably got the most going on in this month. So I'll look at your tarot cards first. And you've got life experience, which is the Tower card. You've got 8 of air, Page of fire, Page of earth, okay, 2 pages, strength, beautiful card, and 2 of water. That's so lovely. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be starting February with some kind of major change, major truth being revealed to you, and it might not be something you want to hear or want to know. So, you know, you might have a job change, you might not get a promotion, or someone might turn out not to be the kind of person you thought they were, because this life experience card, it's all about the tower that we believed in, the tower that we thought was so secure and well built, was actually built on shaky foundations, and it comes crashing down and we just don't know how to deal with it. But I really like how this card is worded, because it says, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. So it's like, okay, this tower has come down, but now it's time to move on and look forward to what the future has to bring. But of course, because that life experience card often isn't something we were expecting, and is often about something that we were really invested in, or that we really cared about, believed in, thought was really secure, it can really affect us. And I see, at least in the beginning of February, that you will be feeling trapped and unsure of what to do with the information that you've just had to process. You know, I think you're going to be kind of not sure how to move forward. Maybe this is about a relationship with someone and you're just like, oh God, I don't know how to cope with this. I don't know whether to stay in this relationship, or leave, break off the friendship or whatever. Or if it's about work or career or finance, you're going to be really unsure of what to do and kind of burying your head in the sand. But there is a way out, and that is shown here with these 2 lovely pages. So the Page of Fire brings creativity and excitement, because pages, they bring a message, or they bring an offer or opportunity to us. So Page of Fire is that kind of newness where you feel really excited and like just so full of life and creativity and ready to start with this new endeavor. And Page of Earth is usually about career or education. So this is about wanting to work hard at something. You might not be sure at first how to start on this path, because Page of Earth is quite cautious, quite hesitant sometimes, because she doesn't want to make a mistake. You know, she really wants to do well, and she doesn't want to put a foot wrong and end up looking stupid, or end up making mistakes that she's going to have to undo further down the line. But these are both really positive cards. The Page of Earth can also bring a money windfall or a positive work opportunity with her. So you're not going to stay in this Tower energy or 8 of Swords energy for very long. And you have this beautiful Strength card. So So you could be a Leo or have Leo in your birth chart or have a strong Leo around you, but that's not going to resonate with everyone. But the Strength card is all about having this great inner strength that is not like a physical strength. It's not brute force. It's more a spiritual strength. It's a lot softer. It's compassionate. It's telling you that you're stronger than you think you are and that you will get through this tower situation. You can get through this next phase of your life. It's about forgiveness and compassion as well. It's about not holding on to grudges or harsh thoughts about people, because they're only going to damage us, not the person that we're thinking of. You know, I can't remember who it was, but I once had read something that said holding on to a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And that's true, because it only really affects us and how we feel about the situation. It only brings us more hurt and pain down the road. And as Cher said in Mamma Mia 2, the immortal words, being a grudge holder makes you fat, which isn't what we want. So the Strength card is all about just having this great inner core that you can rely on. Even if you don't know it, you have the strength within you, and you're going to find that as you move throughout the month of February. I mean, this beautiful Two of Water card, I think there's someone that you can really trust in this month, and you're going to grow closer to this person, and there's going to be, there might be an element of forgiveness. So it could be this person who has brought about this tower situation, or it might be someone else that you've previously had a falling out with or a difficult relationship with, and now you come closer together and they're going to be really supportive for you during this time. And it's also really a romantic card, so that's really lovely if that's what you're looking for. So we've now got 2 Divine Circus Oracle cards, and you've got Alice and the Velvet Queen. Okay, that's beautiful. So Alice is it's Alice in Wonderland. So it's all about these new worlds that are opening up to you. And you might be afraid to move into these new worlds because you don't know what they hold for you. It's like stepping into the unknown, and that's always scary. Whenever the tower falls for us, we're left trying to pick up the pieces in the rubble and the dust and the aftermath of that situation. But Alice as a card is saying to you that there are new opportunities coming to you now and new worlds for you to move into, and you can leave the old world behind, because what's coming to you is going to be much better than what you were previously in. Even if you were really attached to that, you thought that was the situation that you wanted to be in. You know, it might have been a relationship that you thought you were going to stay in forever, or a job, or a really good friend that you've now fallen out with. Alice is saying that something better is coming, and you just need to walk into that opportunity when it arises. Don't be afraid. Don't close the door that the universe opens for you, because there is something better lying beyond that door. And the Velvet Queen is one of my absolute favorite cards, because this is saying that something amazing is coming to you. This is saying that there is like a great blessing that is going to be bestowed upon you, and it might take a bit of time, because all the best things are worth waiting for, but something really good is coming, and you can just be so excited and waiting for this because you deserve it. So if you've been having a difficult time recently, you can just be happy in knowing that that's not going to last much longer, because something wonderful is coming your way. It's honestly one of my favorite cards. Okay, and now you have 4 Moonology cards. They all jumped out. So you've got Take Time to Breathe Out, which is what I'm seeing with this 8 of Air energy. You're kind of going to be a bit in your mind for a while, detaching from people or situations just to figure out what it is you want. You've also got Your Dreams Need a Practical Plan. So this is kind of like Page of Earth, looking forward to the future, but not wanting to just rush into it. You might be in two minds about how to move forward, because the Page of Air would definitely just rush ahead without thinking of the consequences. But the Page of Earth is like, no, I need to really figure out how I'm going to move forward so that I don't make any mistakes. So you might be erring more on the side of planning and making sure that you have a good blueprint for how to move forward. Although you have all of this energy and enthusiasm of the Page of Fire, you know logically that you don't want to make any mistakes or do something wrong in the beginning. So you'll be spending some time planning your next move, basically. A new romantic cycle begins. Okay, so this is like the Two of Water, and this might be what the Velvet Queen is bringing to you, a new romantic offer. This might be with someone you already know, or it might be a new person coming into your life. The Page of Fire and Page of Earth could be this new person. And don't let pride get in your way. So yeah, there's strong Leo energy here, because this is a Leo card, and so is Strength. But there's also Libra and Taurus here, if that means anything to you. But this is just saying, don't cut your nose off to spite your face. If an opportunity comes to you, even if it's from someone that you'd rather not associate yourself with, or even if it's an offer that you think won't necessarily work out, take it anyway and just see where it goes. Because with Alice, like, you might not realize at first that it's as good as it's going to be, or you might have people thinking you're crazy, or you might be doubting whether it's such a good idea to just jump into it. But I think you need to really open up and step forward into whatever new opportunities February brings for you, okay? And now this is your romance angel card, so if you're not interested in this, then just disregard it. But because you've got some romantic cards already, I think this is going to be important for you. And it's true love. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a really lovely connection in February for you. Someone who's going to be really important for you is going to be coming into your life, or someone that you already know is going to be having this connection with you. Wow, that's really lovely. So yeah, you have these Andělské Klíče, which are these little Czech angel cards, but I will translate them for you. So you have Čerpej ze své vnitřní moudrosti, which is draw on your inner wisdom. So this could be to do with finances or education. You know, he's wearing a mortarboard there. So this is saying, draw on your intuition and also on your past experiences to move forward. So you might come up with a tough time in education or in your career, but you know that you have this strength and power to move forward, and it's just about having that trust and belief in yourself. And this says, staň se tvůrcem zázraků svého života, which means become the creator of miracles in your life. Take this active part in creating these positive things in your life. Don't close doors, don't say no to invitations or offers, and go out there and make that plan as to how you're going to move forward and make that active choice in life. And we have Zaujmi své místo v životě, which is take your place in life. So yeah, this seems to be a really concrete offer that's going to come to you, that's really going to change your life in many ways. You're going to feel like you're finally becoming someone important. This could be a new job offer, actually, now that this card has come out. And it's about not saying no to it just because you might be afraid, or you might feel like you're not good enough to do it. But you're really going to feel like you're on the right path, and that you're taking up this space that has been held open for you all this time, that's been waiting for you. And now we have your Sacred Traveler Oracle cards, and you got 4 of these as well. So lots going on for you in this month. So you've got taking shelter, the answers are within. And this again, I think in the start of February, you're going to be very introverted and spending time just in your own company, thinking things through, taking that time to breathe out. You also have ascending the mountain, keep going forward. So this is like the Page of Earth and the Strength card telling you to just push through those difficult times because something better is waiting for you. And when you get to the top of the mountain, you'll see it. And you have fogged in, go slow, take time. So yeah, like the Page of Earth, she doesn't rush forward. She chooses to take it at her own pace so that she doesn't put a foot wrong. And we have answering the call, the time is now. So yeah, there is definitely going to be this opportunity that's waiting for you in February. You know, this door is open for her. Like I was saying, the universe is going to be opening a door that you need to walk through and not close. And I'm really excited for you, Group 2. This seems like something really important for you is going to happen in February. And for some of you, true love is coming your way. So now we're going to do your charms and see what comes out for you from this. So what is coming up for Group 2 in February? Okay. Yeah, you've got the bell on true love. You're going to be really happy about this connection that you find yourself in. And that is a lovely little charm to get because it's just about joy and happiness. You've got these compatible hearts here. And you've got an olive branch. So this, I'm feeling like for many of you, this will be someone that you already know. And you might not have been having the best relationship with them at the moment, but you are going to be extending this olive branch to them and you're going to get back in contact with them if you've not been speaking, or your contact is going to improve if you've not been having the best communication recently. And you're just going to have this kind of forgiveness and this reconciliation. It's going to be beautiful for you. And I think that's also what this don't let your pride get in your way is saying. It's saying don't turn away from communication with this person just because you think, oh, well, they've said that or they've done this. Like, if it feels right, open yourself to this person because there is this beautiful potential here for real love. You have the mirror. So self-reflection, self-analysis is going to be taking part. You're going to be taking part in that. You have an angel wing for protection. This leaf for releasing, shedding what you no longer need. There's a G here. Is that the only initial? I think so. This paw print, following in someone's footsteps or following someone, like keeping an eye on someone. Yeah, you have 2 more compatible hearts. And the sunflower, which is like the sun card. So truth and victory, just really happy times are coming to you. You have the meditation card. So again, this is you spending time thinking about what you want to do, really contemplating your next move and not rushing, making sure that everything feels really right with you deep down. Like it says here, draw from your inner wisdom. You're going to be really ensuring that everything you do is in alignment with what is right for you, what feels right for you, and what you want. You have the starfish here, which is a sign of healing, and the key. So you are going to find the solution to this problem. It's within you, I feel. You also have this mantra, this Om sign. So you might find a certain quote or mantra that you want to repeat to yourself. And this could be anything, but this might help the manifestation of whatever it is that's coming to you, this blessing. You have I love football. So you'll be taking part in hobbies in February that you really enjoy and that are really healing and supportive for you. You have this gold stone, which is all about good luck, and it's similar to the sunflower, sun card, because it's really connected to the sun. You have the lobster claw. There's someone or something that you don't want to let go of in this month, and another love heart. You've got this good luck shamrock. There could also be an Irish connection here. So someone might have an Irish name or speak Irish or have Irish family history. There's the tape measure for something living up to your expectations or not living up to your expectations. The hockey sticks for teamwork. You've got the baby tape here, which is all about someone being very shy and gentle, maybe not wanting to come forward towards you because they might be afraid of what you might say or that your response might not be as nice as they were hoping for. You have the gingerbread man here, which is about something taking a while to complete, like a slow bake, a slow burn. So it's on this, your dreams need a practical plan. So I think it's important, again, just to make sure that you're not rushing in how you move forward. And lastly, you have the stag, which to me is the divine masculine. It's very sexual, masculine energy, virile energy. So you might be a man or a masculine energy, and if so, that's to do with your love connection, or that is the kind of person who's coming in for you. Really cool month for you, February. This seems to have a lot going on, and it might start out a bit difficult, group number 2, but you just need to hold on to the knowledge, keep that mantra in your mind that there is something better coming for you, maybe very quickly or maybe towards the end of the month. There is a much better offer and probably love for a lot of you as well. This is so lovely. Wow. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this reading, group number 2. Let me know how it resonated in the comments below, and maybe come back at the end of February and let me know what came true for you. And if you like this, please give it a like and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, I'm going to be doing more of these monthly readings. I'd like to get them out every month, so you have your predictions for the month ahead. So if you've enjoyed this, do let me know and I'll keep doing it. So I'm going to move on to group number 3 now, okay? Bye! Hi group number 3, how are you? If you picked the ammonite fossil, which is like a kind of squid nautilus thing in a snail-like shell, then this reading is for you. So we're going to see what's coming up for you in February. And we're going to look at your tarot cards first. So you have 5 of Earth, King of Earth, 4 of Fire, Knight of Air, and 10 of Earth. Okay, lots of Earth energy coming through for you. I'm feeling like in the start of February you might be feeling a bit down on your luck. The 5 of Earth is feeling either unlucky financially or quite shut out from relationships or opportunities. You might feel like no one is coming forward with a job offer, or like your friends or romantic situation just isn't what you'd hope it would be. You feel like things could be a lot better with you at the moment. But then you have all of these positive cards following that, so I don't think you have anything to worry about, really. You have King of Earth here, which is this lovely, successful time. If you're hoping for a job offer, then that is probably going to come through for you, because the King of Earth is like the Midas king. All of these opportunities are like golden around him, and he has a really wonderful financial life. You have 4 of fire and 10 of earth, which are both about very supportive, stable relationships with people who care about you and just feeling very content with what you have in the material world and in your home life. So friends and family, very supportive of you at this time. And you have Knight of Air, which is also about something coming to you very quickly. The Knight of Air is the fastest moving knight, and the knights bring messages or opportunities with them. This is also about thinking about something a lot and trying to come up with a novel solution for something, trying to think outside the box. It says here creative solutions. But because they're court cards, the Knight of Air and the King of Earth might be people around you in this month who are going to be helpful for you. So because we have the 5 of Earth here, you might have a financial offer from someone you know. Someone might want to help you out financially if they see that you are a bit down on your luck, or if this is more of an educational scenario or learning a new skill, someone might offer to help you, tutor you, mentor you. Or if you're just feeling really shut out of friendships, this is someone offering you a way in, which is really nice. So now we have your Divine Circus Oracle cards. And you have Ra, 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 which is a beautiful card. And Supernova. Okay, so Ra, Ra, Ra. This is all about coming out of the darkness and into the light. This is about shifting from this lack mentality, which is the 5 of Earth, and into the abundance mentality of the King of Earth, the 4 of Fire, the 10 of Earth. You are going to be feeling much more content, much more happy, much more free and joyous. The worries are just going to fade away, I feel. This is quite an Egyptian-styled card, and I think this came up in my last video as well, because I feel like I've said this before. Ra is the Egyptian god of the sun, and he is this really powerful god who brings this life and nourishment. You can see it's kind of like coming down through these horns and this sun dial. It's being filtered down into her entire being, and she's just stable and content and happy with what she has. She's come into this place of the light, because you can see the darkness is all around her, but she is radiating this beautiful light that's being sent down to her, kind of bestowed upon her. And Supernova is about rapid change, and you can see these beautiful, beautiful colors. And this is also a very fiery card, fiery colors. This means that things will grow and change very quickly in your life. So maybe you've been in this 5 of Earth mentality for a long time. Maybe you've really been feeling like nothing good will ever happen to you. Only bad things happen to me. I never win anything. I'm never lucky in love or in my career or relationships. I'm always overlooked for promotions. I'm always the one that's left out. I never get picked for anything. And then suddenly there's going to be this big change that you just don't see coming, but it's going to change so much and so quickly. So let's see what your Moonology cards have to say. We've got, what do you need to release? Okay, so this might be about changing your mentality, actually, because the 5 of Earth is often, we get what we put out. So if you are in this mindset of lack, it might be worth looking online for meditations or affirmations that kind of change the way you think about your situation and change the way you speak to yourself about your life and about who you are. Releasing those negative thoughts and feelings and self-fulfilling prophecies and moving into a more affirmative way of being. And we have, you're very close to achieving your goal. So yeah, if you've been trying to accomplish something, you're going to get there, because the King of Earth, it's the last card in the tarot deck, and it's all about completion, success, stability. He's in this beautiful, abundant garden. He's grinning from ear to ear. He's just so happy with all of the things he's worked so hard to get. So that's a lovely affirmative card that if you've been working hard for something, it's coming your way. So no need to worry. Okay, now we've got a romance angel card for you. So if this isn't something you're interested in, just disregard it. Okay, it says it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And that's what I was saying. If you've been feeling shut out from relationships or friendships, it might be that outwardly you seem to be very closed off, and in the vibes you're giving out, you seem to be saying, I don't want to let anyone in. I'm scared to let people in. I'm scared that they're going to let me down or betray me or not like me for who I am. This card is saying it's safe for you to love. You can open up to people and invite them into your inner world. Because if you've seen the traditional Rider-Waite picture of this card, it's two people out in the snow. They've got really thin clothes on them. They're like rags. They're really poor. I think the man is crippled as well. He's on crutches, and they're just really down on their luck, and they have nothing, but they're walking right outside a church which has the lights on, and if they just knocked on the door, they would be let in and given something to eat and somewhere warm to stay. So it's like you've shut yourself off from the help and the opportunities that are available to you. And this card is telling you to open up, because otherwise these opportunities will keep bouncing off you without you opening the door to let them in. So it would be worth, I think, for you, Group 3, to go online and see what kind of meditations or affirmations you can find to open your heart chakra, and just in general to change your mindset to one that's more positive. And also, in general, just letting people in. If there are more serious issues there for you from the past about trusting people, letting people in, then maybe seeking out something more professional like a therapist or counsellor, someone to talk to who's confidential and is like a safe space for you to talk things through, would be helpful for you. But you all know your individual situation. These cards have to speak to quite a lot of different people, so take them how they resonate with you. Okay, now we have these little Andělské Klíče, which are these tiny Czech cards, and they're super cute. So you have Vydej se za svým cílem, which means go for your goal, like set out towards your goal. So I feel like many of you will have a goal in mind. And that doesn't have to be a career or education goal. That could be a hobby or a relationship goal. And this is telling you that it's safe for you to set out for it, because if you start actively pursuing it with a positive mindset, you will be able to achieve that goal. You're nearly there. Also have uvolni se, which is relax. Take time for yourself. This little angel with the rubber duck in the bath, and I don't know, the way he's holding the brush makes me think that he's singing, like using it as a microphone. Just do the things that you enjoy. Take some time to yourself to not be so serious, and that relaxing energy will also bring in more abundance for you, because you're not going to be so focused all the time on making something happen. Because as I said to, I think it was Group 1, if you try and force something, you're kind of telling the universe that you don't want it or you don't deserve it. Whereas if you relax a bit and just release that goal or wish to the universe, it comes towards you much more naturally. You also have Naslouchej druhým, which is listen to others. So again, I feel like you could do with opening up to others. Maybe this 5 of Earth energy is that you are deliberately shutting down from other people. Maybe you just don't want to talk to other people. And in that case, it's time to come out of that mentality, because there are all these people out there who are very caring towards you and are very willing to listen to you and to offer you help and support. And you might just be closed off because you feel like they don't care about you, or that they don't really like you, they're just pretending. But that's certainly not the case. That's not what the cards are saying at all. And now we have your Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. I love this deck. It says begin now, take your first step. Yeah. set out towards your goal because you're nearly there. You don't need to stop. You can just keep going. Take your first step. You see he's had a little stop at this house, this traveler. We're all travelers on the journey of life. And now this lady is wishing him well. She's saying, okay, go forth on the next part of your journey. And he's just going to follow this road, see where it takes him, and he's going to reach his goal. And that's the situation that you're in now, but you need to leave the house. You need to leave whatever closed off situation you've created for protection and start moving forward again. And we have Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. So yeah, this card is telling you that it's time to heal old wounds. You might be helping another person to heal, but I think in general for many of you this will be just you going through healing energy again, maybe seeking out a therapist or counselor if that's needed, or just talking your situation through with people who do care about you, whether you believe that or not, and things will just become so much better for you. You'll just feel so much more ready to move forward. And this is a really lovely card. It's interesting because she has this lunar dial on her head, and she has this sundial on her head. So it's kind of the light and dark coming together in this beautiful way. Really lovely, like accepting both sides of yourself. So now we're going to do your charms, group 3, and see what more information they can give us. Okay, so what is coming up for group 3 in February? Okay, so you have the knight in shining armor, the prince who comes to save the day. So it might be someone else who's going to be healing you, and this someone else could have the properties of the King of Earth or the Knight of Air, but you need to open up to this person, whoever they are. There's a T here, which could be an initial, first name, surname, place, or important word for you in relation to this question. Again, I'm thinking therapist for some of you, just to talk through your problems and get some ways of moving forward. We have this cutie little guy, which is all about a really unique person in your life, and also telling me, because it's landed on you're very close to achieving your goal, I think embracing your uniqueness and oddities will really help you, for some of you, to achieve your goal. For some other people, it's going to be someone who is very offbeat and unique is going to help you. So that could be this knight. They might be a bit unusual, a bit hippie-ish maybe, and they're going to help you. But also for all of you, this charm means that there is fairy help for you, and you have got 3 earth cards, which in this tarot deck are the fairy cards. So I think you've got help from the fairy kingdom wishing you well on your way. And you have the apple here for health and healing as you move forward. You do have a rose for true love as well. So this could be a romantic connection for a lot of you. Have a flower, which is a sign of beauty. So recognizing that you are beautiful, even if it's not in a conventional way. Like you're all beautiful, guys. Yeah, so we have the hairdryer here. So you might have been blowing hot and cold about whether to move forward with a person or with a particular goal. And with the supernova, it's saying that now you're changing that course. Like you have the steering wheel here. It's about you choosing to change. You're choosing to go in a certain direction and commit to something. You have the mirror here for self-reflection, deciding what you really want, learning more about who you are. You have a chair, which can be about house and home, and there are many indicators of having a happy home life here. But for me, it's also about being upright and stable and following through on what you say you'll do. Being like this really strong person. Have the hockey sticks for teamwork. So yeah, I think you're going to be working with someone, and the dolphins, which is about a helpful person that you can turn to. Really try and think about who this could be, because it does seem like there is specifically one person out there, but also a more broad support network who are going to help you. Yeah, you have the movie camera. This could mean two things, okay? So take it how it resonates. It could either mean like lights, camera, action, like it's ready to do something, like you're ready to start something new, like this begin now card. It can also mean that you've been acting, you've been putting on a show that hasn't been in alignment with how you've really been feeling or what you've been wanting to happen. Okay, you've just been acting to protect yourself or to please a certain person, and it's time to stop doing that. And the last charm you've got here is this lovely little charm. It is an angel, so I think you have kind of this benevolent beings looking over you, but for me, this is more about spirit guides and passed over loved ones. So if you have loved ones on the other side, then they are watching over you at this time and guiding you. But this is also about getting in touch with your spirit guides, because they're going to help you move forward. And they're really watching over you this time, wanting to hold your hand as you go through on the next step of your journey. Okay, group 3, I think this month for you is really going to be about healing and opening up to other people. Oh, I might not have mentioned this charm. This is the lobster claw. This is about not wanting to let go of something. So because it's landed on this card here, it's safe for you to love. I think it's like you've trapped yourself in this kind of cocoon energy. You don't want to let go of it and step out into the rest of the world, because that's scary. But it's time for you to do that now. This is what it's saying. It's time for change and forward movement, and even if you don't feel ready, you are, and there is support out there for you. And that is really lovely. I think when you get to the end of February, you're going to be feeling a lot more confident and supported, and a lot more optimistic about the future. And that's a really lovely reading for you. Okay, group 3, if this resonated with you, let me know in the comments below, and maybe come back at the end of February and tell me what came true for you. I am going to try and keep doing these monthly predictions every month so that you know what's coming up for you. So if you like this, let me know in the comments. I'll keep doing it. Leave a like as well so I can see how many of you really enjoyed this video, and please hit subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. I hope you have a lovely, lovely February. Okay, group 3, bye-bye.